What's up, Cinderellas? Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to talk about what's in my makeup kit. I get a ton of questions from you guys. Does it cost a lot of money to start a makeup artist kit? What do I need to have in my kit? What are the most essential items? And then people love to learn like how different artists create different looks. So I get a lot of questions on like what lip liners do you use? What blush color is that? What lipstick? That one I've been getting a lot lately. What are your favorite lashes for brides? So what I want to do is walk you through what I have in my makeup kit. The other thing I'm going to do is show you how I pack really light for travel. Okay, so as a bridal makeup artist, I've been in the beauty industry for about the past 15 years. I've been doing bridal makeup for a really long time. It's always been like a real passion of mine, just seeing the transformation of the bride from the morning into like when she wakes up to when she gets into her wedding gown, her wedding dress, and puts on all her jewelry and takes a look in the mirror, and it warms my heart when I see that transformation and the smiles on my clients' faces. So that's one of the reasons I love doing what I do. With that, follow along. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's in my makeup kit and how I pack for traveling destination wise. So because like this year I'm going to be doing a lot of different destination weddings, so carrying light is something that's going to be really important. So if you're a traveling makeup artist and you are carrying and packing a lot of stuff, I'm going to give you some tips on how to downsize your kit so you can not break your back. All right, we're literally like, you don't want to do this when you're young. You don't feel the pains, you don't feel everything, but as you get older, you don't want all that weight to be carried, shoveled in and out of cars or in and out of public transportation. So come on. So the first things first, this is my entire kit right here. This is my suitcase, and I also do hair. All of my hair and makeup stuff fits in this little suitcase. It's like a travel carry-on suitcase. This is from Vince Camuto. I got it like in Target for like 40 bucks. So not a bad price. It looks beautiful, looks professional, presentable. And then this is my little traveling makeup. So it is made of all cloth, so it is very light. So you can see that, and I'm just gonna walk you through like the different ways that I organize and what I carry. I like to primarily, let's start with the eyeshadow palettes because I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes here, and I like to use palettes because you can get multiple colors in one, and especially like colors that work together. So I have like all my mattes over here, that's by Kat Von D. I have some Anastasia, a lot of Anastasia palettes because they do come so nice and like sleek. So it's really easy to travel with these. And then I also recently added a bunch of Jaclyn Hill palettes to my kit, and I like they just have these palettes. Like this one is more like your rose golden plum colors, and then if we go into another one, you'll have more of your just gold and maybe a little bit of that gold and like green gold family, so that's, you kind of get the point. But I keep palettes, I don't do individual pieces or individual shadows because I just find it takes up too much space. Okay, moving on. This section right here is my foundation section, and my foundation section is basically depotted foundations, and I label them with the color name so I know what colors they are. And then if they're a certain brand and they have a name, then I'll just put the label from the actual like foundation. Okay, good. So you can see all the depotted foundations here. I also keep, within the depotted foundations, I keep these tiny, because I also am an airbrush artist. One of the things that I do carry in my pro kit is this Temp 2 machine. Now this actually makes things a little bit heavier. This weighs 2.5 pounds, and then you're packing it into a luggage or something like that. It's gonna make your luggage a little bit heavier because this is pretty heavy. But there is a new system that's come out with Temp 2, and it's like more of a travel system. I do have a travel size one. It's kind of small. I got it years ago, so I'm like due for an update for the travel system with Temp 2. But in the meantime, I use this. I like to also keep this in my home studio where we're filming right now. So what I was saying was that these are like I have little foundations in my makeup kit, different colors, but these are like the 0.25 ounce. So if you're ordering from Temp 2, these are like the 0.25 ounces, but a little bit of these goes a long way, so you can just refill. What I do, and this is where I don't get frustrated. A lot of people, they don't like to depot and then fill up, or like notice if something's running out and they have to fill it up again. I just really prepare my kit for each event. So I do fill up again and again if I'm running out of something, whether it's foundation or whether it's like brush cleaner or whatever. This is a black airbrush. I also keep this because sometimes I have clients that have fine hair and their scalp shows through after I style their hair. So I like to have this in here because it's a really quick and easy way for me to like cover up that scalp and make the hairstyle really, really cohesive. That's like what's in my foundation section. So come on in a little bit closer. These are my concealers, and you can see, and everybody, there's even concealer pans that I've seen. I've seen like a really nice one from Bobbi Brown, but these are just some of the concealers that I use the most often, so I keep them in here. And again, if you know like your bride is a different shade or a different color, you can just pack accordingly to what your client base is. But I have some Tarte in here. I have some LA Girl Pro Conceal, and so those are color corrector, highlighter, and contour cream. You know, this color usually works really great on mostly anyone. And if I want to change the color, like this color, and make it like lighter, then all I do is like mix it with like a lighter foundation. So those are my LA Girl. The other stuff I have, so I do have some color correctors. I have a MAC Prep and Prime. You saw the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Then I also have in here the Live Tinted Hue Sticks. So I have, this color is Peak, and so the ones that are the color correctors of hers. I also have a green. You know, I don't really use this that much, but if I need to color correct some redness, I can use that. I also have in here some eye primer. I use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. There's also one more that I use, which I really like. This is the Stay Don't Stray Benefit. It's in the, I guess it's just like light medium, but this usually tends to work unless somebody's really, really dark. It's not gonna work as good on them, but this is a great eyeshadow primer as well. And I like to keep this in my kit. I just ran out of it, so I wanted to grab that and show you. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I like to keep this in my makeup kit because if somebody has very dark eyebrows and you don't want to fill them in, then this is a great way to just like groom them. This is even good for the groom if they need like a touch up and you're asked to like conceal them and like just kind of get them looking, you know, good for the pictures. This is a really great product to keep in your kit. And then outside of that, I want to actually go back to my foundations really quickly because I don't think I gave you all the names of the foundations, but the two brands that I use in here are Artistry and Nars. Those, and then I've just hand-picked different colors that I can like color blend, I can match and make lighter or darker foundations. Ideally, typically you only need like 6 foundations in your kit and you could literally make any color. If you're a good artist, you should be able to color mix and make exactly what the color combination that you need. The other thing that's in here, I just have some empty tubes because I might be adding a couple of more colors. I'm thinking about trying out the Derma Blend also because that really blends out really, really nicely. I do think I'm gonna get some Derma Blend as well. Then I have Airbrush Cleaner just to clean out my gun. And I just, again, depotted it into like a small squeezy bottle. You can get these from Amazon. They're super inexpensive. Just search like small foundation bottle or travel size bottle, like squeeze tube or something like that. And I'll put links to my Amazon store below so you actually can find these exact bottles right on my Amazon store. So, and if you're not already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. We would love your support as we grow this channel and help beauty professionals and pros like you just, you know, become experts in their craft. Back here in this little section is my primers. So I did buy like the smaller primers. I have Professional Benefit Cells like these in a 3-pack, so you could buy them. And like this one is good for like more of a normal to dry skin tone. It is oil free. This one is like the original product where it will fill in the pores, okay? And then this one, I believe, this is the hydrating one. So this is the hydrating one. This has a little bit of shimmer in it. And then this is the one for like more normal to dry combination skin. So when you have clients who have bigger pores, you can use that. The other product I keep in my kit for covering up pores, which I really, really like, and I do find it's like Tatcha, is this e.l.f. Poreless Primer Putty. I'm just gonna open it so you can see what it looks like in here. You can see that's the primer putty, and I just scoop it out, you know, use it to fill in any pores, larger pores, scarring on the face. So don't be afraid to do that, guys. Like, that's really important. Getting the base of the face right is super important. So you really want to take your time, especially when you're doing a bride, to like properly prep the skin. Really, really like give them the hydration, give them the oils, whatever they need. You need to make sure that you're taking that time out to do that. moving on, I have obviously eyelash glue. The two glues I have in here are the Lash Couture Strip Lash Glue from, I believe that's Kiss, and then just Duo. And I mean, I like them both. They both equally work the same. There are a lot of products like glues on the market that are black glues. I don't recommend getting a black glue. I think that if you make a mistake, this is a lot more forgiving. Definitely keep like a good clear glue that is latex free, so it's not, you know, your clients are not allergic to it just in case they have a latex allergy. I do keep a tiny little Aquaphor for lips. This works on anybody. Aquaphor is like the best product when it comes to like dry, chapped lips, and give them a big glob of it at the beginning of your makeup application so that by the time you get to the lips are like nice and moist and you can do a really, really nice lipstick, lip stain, lip liner application for them. The other thing I have is a facial moisturizer, and I have something it's from La Roche-Posay. It's an Intense Repair Moisturizing Cream. I really, really like this product. It's nice and thick. It is good for all skin types. So if you have someone, unless you have someone that's really oily and the makeup tends to slip off of them, this is gonna be really good as a base for putting on makeup because it's gonna really like help for the foundation and everything to just sit a lot nicer because their skin is not over dry. So it'll prevent like foundation from cracking or looking like very cakey. So I also keep hand sanitizer, a little travel size, and I'll just refill these little bottles. So you can see everything fits really, really well into here. The next area I'm gonna show you right in here. Oh, I forgot, I do keep breath freshener. I keep mints. Because when you're working closely with people, you really don't want like to have bad breath. So I keep that. I also found my little sharpener in here, lip liner sharpener. I tend to keep them with my lip liners here, so I'm just gonna throw that back in until I get to that point. That's my like breath fresheners. Now I have in here, I'm gonna show you my pots. I have a gel eyeliner. It's from MAC. It's like it's a dark brunette. I like to use it. This is an Inglot number 77 black eyeliner, which I do love. Then I have clear translucent powder from Makeup Forever. It's colorless powder. I also keep a dip brow pomade. I have it in dark brown because I tend to work with a lot of South Asian clients, and this one tends to work really great for all of them. If you have a client that has lighter skin, lighter hair, lighter brows, you can dip into your eyeshadow palettes, find something that is the right color for their brows, and you can use that. Because usually, even for a blonde person, you're not going to use a total blonde. You're probably going to use like a very light brown. Keeping that in mind, you should be able to like dip into even your powders to like be able to do somebody's eyebrows. And chances are, if you're working with maybe bridal party, you may not know what to expect, but if you're working with a bride, you've already either done a trial or like a FaceTime consult or some type of consultation, so you know like what they look like and what you need for that day. So a couple more things in here. I do keep another, it's a camouflage cream. This is another, it's by Catrice Cosmetics. Just another color corrector. It's something that's slightly lighter, so I can use it for someone that's like a light to medium skin tone versus where we had like our darker orange. This is somebody that has a really dark circles. This one is like almost like in that middle shade. So these are just 3 shades of color correctors, which I find color correctors are really, really important to have in your kit, and like really to create a good makeup application. The last thing you want to show is a dark circle. I do keep like one glitter in my kit. It's the e.l.f. It's a tiny one. That's how I bought it initially, but it's called Flirty Birdie. This is like a champagne gold. I absolutely love it. And also, if I'm gonna do more glitters, I mean, I have a ton of makeup. I just throw things into my kit as I need it, and I'll just put it in this luggage that's down here. I also keep a spray water bottle in case I need to like dampen my sponges or, you know, spray something down. I have a little bit of water always handy. Over here, I have my eyeliner pencils. I'm actually gonna go into them. These are all my pencils in this little bag, eyeliner, and so I'll go into those in a minute. This is my mascara. This is the Artistry Studio New York City Edition 3-in-1 Lash Boosting Mascara. I like to keep something like this. It's waterproof also, along with, you know, like this eyeliner is waterproof also, because if you're doing brides, you need to make sure you have waterproof, or even just for longevity and like clients that wanna keep their, you know, obviously they're paying you to do a service, they're gonna wanna hold on on to having that makeup look as fresh as possible, as long as possible. So waterproof is really, really great to keep in your professional kit. But I like this mascara because whether I'm applying false lashes or I'm just like bringing out the thickness and the length of their own lashes, this is nice because it adds like fibers to the eyelashes to make them longer and thicker. And if not, then I can still use this and I always use like a disposable wand, which I'll show you in a minute. That's my mascara, and I just usually keep black. I don't feel like there's a need for anything else. This is my eye cream. I do keep a really expensive eye cream in my kit. To me, I find value in, making sure the application is completely like the best application. So I don't mind spending money on this eye cream. This is the Artistry Supreme LX eye cream, and I think it runs over $100 and something. So it's pretty expensive, but a little bit goes a long way. So I do hold that. Okay, so let's move on to another section in my kit. I know we've covered a lot so far, but there's still some more to go. So I have in this little section right here, I do keep the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I do like this product to use for baking on the face. And then I also keep in here some under eye pads. I got these from Amazon, and I'll put them in my Amazon store link. These are nice because a product like this, if you basically put this under somebody's eyes, it just adds a little extra touch. You're going a little bit above and beyond. You're helping them get their skin ready, you're prepping, and especially a bride, it makes them feel extra special. So definitely the 24 karat little gold eye patch is what they do, is they just hydrate a little bit of the under eyes and just like get them like very soft. They're cooling, so it's also depuffing, which is great. Then the other things I do keep in this little section here are my highlighters. I have two that I primarily use. This is the Ofra Rodeo Drive, I believe. And this is the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, which I feel like the color is really nice and it goes really, really well for any type of skin tone. So I like to keep these two in there. I also do keep like a liquid highlighter, which I will show you. It's the Liquid Glow by Anastasia. I do like to keep like a liquid because if I want a little bit more of like a dewy look, I can go right on top with this. The other thing I have is the Nars Laguna bronzer in here, and you can see that. So I also keep that, but you can see everything kind of fits into this kit that I have here, and whatever doesn't is gonna go into my little luggage down here. So let me just throw these things back. And then the other thing I have in here, which I just slid out from here, is a palette. Along with the palette, I have a spatula. So these two things, especially with COVID, are gonna be really important for you when you're making sure you're sanitizing, instead of like, applying straight from the lipstick tube, you're scooping out. If you're grabbing like anything that's like a cream product that you need to get out of a container, you wanna scoop it out and close your container. That's gonna be the most effective way to stay like sanitary and not cross-contaminate your makeup products. The next little section here is all of my lip colors and lip shades. I have Mented, and I have Huda Beauty, and I have like Anastasia. Like lip colors are gonna be, personal again. You're gonna pick things that are gonna work for your clients. I have a mix of everything. I have a lot of nudes and browns, and then I have just like lighter colors and glosses and pinks and peaches and darker shades. I like the Anastasia lip stains. They tend to do a good job for what I need them for, so I do stick with them. I have some Galactic in here. This product I actually love. I want to take a minute just to talk about it. It's the Nars Star Babe, and all it is it's I'm just gonna open it so you guys can see it. It's like a lip topper. You can put this on top of any lipstick, and it's gonna look really, really like nice and glossy and shimmery. And I keep them upside down because it's easy for me to kind of grab and reach them and see what I have. I also have like a plain clear gloss from Inglaw, just in case I just want like a clear gloss. I can throw it right on top of any of the applications that I do. Of course, you're gonna have your True Reds. When you have lip colors, you wanna have a little bit of everything. You wanna have some browns, and you wanna have some pinks, and some like coral peachy colors. You wanna have some like darker colors, your dark browns and burgundies and things like that, your berries. You wanna have a little mix of everything. But again, you're gonna know the colors that you reach for the most based on your clientele. If you're doing for me, I do a lot of South Asian brides, so I tend to be comfortable and know like what colors and shades that typically look good on them. So depending on who you're working with, that might also change the shades and the colors and things like that. that being said, let's go to my little bag here. And this bag, it actually does fit in this kit if I wanted it to, but I kind of just put it in my luggage because I think it's easier. But I separate my liners from my pinks, then I'll do like some of my brown, like nude colors right here, and I like tie them together. It just makes it easier for me to grab and find them. Here is my reds. I have like other loose ones that I just need to like organize, but you can see there's more like nudes and there's more reds. Then we have the, I like to use the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in the color Perversion. And I also have a nice, and this one is not like an expensive brand, but it actually works really nice. It's the LA Girl Nude Eyeliner. And then I have like, not too many of these, but like a dark brown lip liner from MAC, the Cork lip liner. I think everybody needs to have this in their kit. Everybody probably needs to have MAC's Soar in their kit. Spice is a great one from MAC. And then the Huda Beauty, I do love the Trophy Wife color. I think this one really goes really nice with South Asian skin tones, but it looks good on any skin tone actually. So there's my Trophy Wife. I have a Nars, Mujins is the color, Nars. This is a really great color again. Just keeping a little bit of everything, and then also keeping your sharpeners because you will need to make sure that you sharpen your lip liners in between clients. So I really do tend to like stick to something that I can sharpen just for sanitary reasons. But those are all my lip liners, and I just keep them in a little bag like this. I know people get really creative and put them in like the art. There's the portfolios that have all the art pencils in them, and people start to put lip liners in them. So do what works for you. I'm like the feeling less is more, so I don't want to carry as much. Of course, I do keep eyelashes in my kit, and these are my personal branded eyelashes, Cinderella lashes for our Cinderella Brides. Those are our lashes. I keep a handful of them in here, a variety of them. One of the things I also recently bought during this past year was this, and these are all my brushes. They were just cleaned. This is a really great pouch, and when you zip it up, it goes flat. Again, I got this on Amazon, so it goes flat, and you can carry this with you, and as you're working, you can just open this up and put all your dirty brushes in here. And so if you just want to, like, you know, when you're done with your application, you want to leave and you want to clean them at home, you can. But this is where primarily all of my brushes go, right in my makeup kit pouch right here. And then I would just put these brushes back into there, and I'm not going to do that right now, but that's where all the brushes go, and then the dirty brushes go here. Once they get clean, they go back into there. So then I also have a little baggie here of other products. I actually am missing 2 items from here. Oh, there's my cleaner, brush cleaner, and then I have alcohol too. Here we go. Let me show you. This is, I like to call this like my sanitized bag or whatnot. My Ziploc is getting a little bit old, which is fine because I will get a new one. But the first thing that I have in here is I do have makeup remover, and I, again, travel size, the small one, so I can just use makeup remover if I need it. I also do have and carry makeup remover wipes, the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes, but I like this because sometimes I feel like the liquid works better, especially if you need to create a really sharp line and you want to like dip like Q-tips in it and do it, you can do that. I have some barbicide to disinfect my hair stuff. I have a setting spray in here, and you can see all the small sizes. I have a Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, which needs a refill. I have my alcohol bottle, and label these things so people know what you're using. Unfortunately, the barbicide is really strong, so like it took I had this written here, and it kind of like got rid of the ink off of that label. Yeah, I would say definitely label everything and like let people know what you're doing. I would purposefully like sanitize your hands in front of them. Just be really mindful. You can spray your palettes down. I use the alcohol to spray my palettes after I use them on somebody. I just give like a little mist and I leave them open, and then I wipe them down. I do keep like cleaning wipes with me. Here's alcohol wipes, multi-purpose alcohol wipes, which you can keep to clean and just sanitize your palettes and clean like even the dust. Like your kit should not look dirty when somebody is working with you. Like you shouldn't have like a bunch of dust all over your like your makeup palettes or your eyeshadow palette, your blush palettes or whatever. You really want to try to keep it as neat as possible. A couple of more palettes I have here. This was my loose powders, but this is my compact. My setting powders, like my not loose powders. And then here's my blush colors. Within my blush colors, I've also depotted. These powders are from MAC. These are the Pro Longwear powders. And then these are some MAC blushes. These are the Anastasia Contour and highlighting products. So these are like for highlighting. This was the peach one, it was for highlighting. And then these are the contour powders. So if I wanted to have more depth into the contouring that I did without using, you know, in addition to the bronzer, I can dip into some of these. And then I just have some more like colorful colors in here that are not within these palettes. And these are some Inglot colors. These are some MAC colors. So you can see I have a big variety of products in my kit. I do keep a black towel. I use the towel nowadays not to so much clean my brushes, but I use it to lay all my stuff out. It just looks very neat, professional. You're establishing your space, which is great. Especially nowadays when you're working, you want to kind of keep that differentiation. I have more stuff. Hang on, let me see. I think it's in here. So I'm gonna go down into my luggage. And aha, okay. So this is a little mesh pouch. And in this mesh pouch, I have all my disposables. So I have my disposable lip brushes. I have my disposable mascara wands. So you can see the disposable mascara wand. So you use it once and you throw it away. And my disposable lip brushes. In addition to that, I'm gonna have a little Ziploc bag with my cotton rounds. These I use for cleaning off maybe eye makeup, along with using the makeup remover. I can use those. These are my disposable makeup Q-tips. And then I also have sponges. So those are my supplies. I also do keep sometimes your bride doesn't have like extras for the night before the wedding, so you can give her a couple and then she can clean her face. And then I also keep a thermometer in my makeup kit so I can check temperature right before I'm about to work on somebody. So there you have it. These are all my disposables, and so I would recommend getting a cape, but if you're gonna do it, then get something that's a little bit longer. I like the short ones, but I find sometimes people throw their outfits on, so a longer cape is gonna be what I recommend. I do have scissors in my kit, which is super important, especially when you're cutting eyelashes and stuff. You definitely wanna keep scissors. The other thing I do have is a mirror. Here's a tip, guys. I only give them the mirror when I'm done with their makeup application. Not before, not in the middle, not in the beginning, when I'm done. That way they can really see the full effect, because most people, they don't use, you know, their imagination. They're not able to see like the real effects. I also keep, this is a lash tweezer, and I also keep an eyebrow tweezer in my kit as well, just in case I need to like clean up eyebrows or whatnot. This bag actually has another zip pouch right on top. And I keep like gloves if in case I need to do any like cleaning or sanitizing. Here's an extra Ziploc bag. So this is just like extra stuff just to kind of be prepared. But that's like really literally all of what I keep in my makeup kit. It is not a little bit of stuff, but it is pretty decent amount of stuff that I have to like travel with. The other thing that I do carry is professional lighting, and I use the Glamcore lighting. I also use a ring light. We have the ring light set up in the studio. You can just pick any light that you feel like would be easy to travel with, but I do really love the Glamcore light. I carry that. Sometimes I'll carry the ring light if I, you know, need a little bit more light and use two. But really that's kind of like, you know, what's in my makeup kit. Definitely, if you have questions, please comment in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible with your answers to your questions. And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're thinking, is it really expensive to start a makeup kit? I would say give yourself like $1,000 budget, because in order to buy all the tools, your lighting, your color, your foundations, your lips, these palettes, like everything does add up. So that's a really good place to start. If you're gonna be really I would say that if you want good results, then invest in your kit, invest in your products, invest in your education, your skill set. That's what's gonna, at the long run, it's gonna always give you the biggest bang for your buck. That's what's gonna pay you the dividends. If you go cheap initially, then you're gonna have to keep rebuying things. Like, I can give you a perfect example. There's an artist that on my team, and till this day, she's bought like multiple different lighting systems, and she spent, if you think about all the money she spent, and I've actually been a culprit of this too, but I've been doing this a really long time. If you start with a good product, you're not gonna, chances are you're not gonna have to keep rebuying it. So I just recommend to start with like something that's a very high quality, and that way you can kind of, your work will pay for itself. Like once you do a few applications, you do a few clients, if you have a good foundation, if you have a good product, it's gonna pay you well. So with that, I hope that helps to learn a little bit of what's in my makeup kit. And as always, appreciate your support and love, Cinderellas. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.